Good morning. This is the Unit 4 test, so please go ahead and put your name here. Unit number 4, and today's date, which is going to be 2/7/25. 2/7/25. Okay, remember you can pause this test at any time if you need some extra time, and you're welcome to go back as needed. So here we go. Sound number 1, please tell me what makes this sound. Eh. Eh. Number 2, please tell me what makes this sound. Zzz. Zzz. There are 2 answers. So you're going to put a comma and separate your 2 answers. Sound number 3, please tell me what makes this sound. Eh. Eh. Okay. Phonetic word number 1 is quill. 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 Quills. Quills. Do the base word first. Be confident in that, and then you can add your suffix. Quills. The writer uses quills for his ink. Quills. Quill. Quills. Number 2. Press. Presses. Press. Presses. She presses the red button. Presses. Number 3, crunch. 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 Crunches. The dog crunches on the dog food. Crunches. Crunch. Crunches. Number 4, lack. Lacks. This school lacks a working soda fountain. Wouldn't that be fun? Lacks. It means being without something. It was one of our vocabulary words. Lack. What is something that you lack in life? $1 million, probably. A Lamborghini, most likely. And then make sure that number 4 says lacks. She lacks $1 million. Number 5 is grin, like a smile. A grin. Grins. The teacher grins at the students when they are being silly. Grins. Grin. Grins. Check your vowels. Grin. Am I saying grin or grin? Okay, I am saying grin. Add your suffix, make it grins. Okay, number 6 is tend. Tend. Do you tend to your dog every time it barks? So that means you tended to your dog yesterday. Tended. Number 7, blast. We had a blast over the weekend. We will have a blast watching the Super Bowl this weekend. Blasting. Blasting. We will be blasting the halftime performance on my TV. Blasting. Number 8, host. Host. Do you want to host a party? Hosting. You will be hosting the party. Hosting. Number 9 is stump. Like a tree stump. Don't let the question, don't let the question stump you. Okay? Stumped. I saw that question stumped you, kind of like confused you. Stump, stumped, stump. Now make it stumped. And number 10, bluff. Bluff. Here in Quincy, we live on a huge hill that is called a bluff. Okay, now I want you to change it to bluffed. When you play poker, you might lie, and that is called a bluff. So we could say at the poker game, he bluffed about his cards. Bluffed. Okay, moving on to phrases. Phrase number 1. Okay, here's a freebie. The word is is. Sorry, I'm just moving paperwork. Okay, now the word standing. This is a phonetic word. You can tap it out. It is stand, standing. Too tall. Tall is a freebie. Is standing too tall? You know 3 kinds of two now, so you have to figure out which kind of two. Is standing too tall? Circle 2. Okay, phrase number 2 is underneath. Okay, your first 2 words are sight words or red words or high frequency words, whatever you prefer. Toward. Toward, both. Both. Bench. Bench, like we have a red bench in the room. And then benches. We actually have 2 red benches. Benches. Toward both benches. Number 3, your first 2 words are sight words, red words, high frequency words, same thing. Also. Also, circle it. Does. Does, circle it. And then the phonetic word, you can tap this out. Sprint. Sprint. Sprinting. Also does sprinting, like really fast running, a high-powered run. Also does sprint, sprinting. And number 4, shall, circle it, shall be is a freebie. Phonetic word list, shall be list. Listed, list, listed. And then one more sight word here, together. Shall be listed together. Circle together. Okay, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you should have 7 words circled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should have 7 sight words circled. Okay, you should have 2, toward, both, also, does, shall, together. Okay, meet me on sentence number 1. Remember, you can pause as needed. Sentence number 1, I'm going to read it to you first before I want you to write. So let me say it. They got 2 bids for the drilling job. They got 2 bids for the drilling job. Okay, they. And this is a sight word. Go ahead and circle it. They got. There's a freebie for you. 2 of them. And they got a bid. Your word here is phonetic. You can tap it out. It is bid. They got 2 bid. Okay, now we're going to make it plural. Bids. Bids. It's kind of when you want to buy something. This was one of your vocabulary words. So when you make an offer for something. Just like sometimes I go on eBay and I bid on shoes. You could say Miss Chatfield bids on shoes. They got 2 bids for the. Here's a freebie. For and the. And now your next phonetic word is the word drill, like a power tool. Drill. Drill. Double check that and make sure you actually have that blend. Drill. Okay? And you're going to now make it drilling for the drilling job. Now, I'm not grading you on the word job, so I'm going to write it for you. J-O-B. They got 2 bids for the drilling job. Check the front, check the back. One quick tip before you move on is cover your suffix and ask yourself, does that say bid? Now uncover it. Does it say bids? Same thing for drilling. Cover your suffix. Do you have the base word where you want it? Do you have drill following all the spelling rules that you know? And do you have drilling? Okay, you should now have 8 sight words total circled. Check that. Pause me. Hit pause. Do you have 8 things circled? No, 9. Sorry. Yeah, definitely. You should have 9 things circled. I'm so sorry. You should have 9 circles. Okay, sentence number 2. The fans were thrilled when you blocked the shot. So think soccer. Okay? The. So go ahead and write the word the here. T-H-E. There's a freebie. There's a reason I'm not writing it though. The. Okay, the fan. Somebody who likes a sporting team, you are a fan. Like I am a fan of the Chiefs. Some of you are a fan of the Eagles. Hi, Gavin. Some of you are a Bears fan, Vikings fan, Cowboys fan, Steelers fan, Miles. Okay, there's so many of you who are a fan of something. It might not be sports. It might be of video games. It might be of singers and artists, stuff like that. You might be a fan of cars. Okay. The fan. Okay. Fans, plural. The fans were. Here's your last sight word, were. And then a phonetic word, thrill. Thrill. So this is a sudden shock or surprise, a thrill. Typically it is a surprise. It's usually a good surprise. I shouldn't say a shock. It's more so just something fun that happened. Okay, thrilled. Check your base word, thrilled. When, freebie, you, freebie. Going to the next line, block, block. Aubrey and Kaylin, you know this word, block, blocked, blocked. The fans were thrilled when you blocked the, there's a freebie, and then the word shot, and then the word shot. Check the front, check the back. The fans were thrilled when you blocked the shot. Check the front, check the back. Okay, that is the end of the test. I am going to ask you to do a couple of things to double check your work. Please go through anything that has a suffix on it and cover it and double check. So like on number 1, it's quills. Cover the suffix. Do you have quill? And now check, do you have quills? Or did you accidentally write quills? Number 2, press. Check, cover the suffix. Do you have press? And do you have presses? Number 3, do you have crunch? Crunches. Cover that suffix and check your base word, because we know that is the most important part, because you know your suffixes. You have a word bank in front of you, okay? You can do it. You are going to do so well on this test. You've been studying your sight words and you know your words, okay? okay? To prove that you have listened to the video appropriately and all the way through, blah, 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 what I want you to do is I want you to walk by my desk and give me one thumb up and one thumb down. And do it very discreetly, meaning don't let anybody know of the secret because I want to see what they can do. So walk by with one thumb up and one thumb down. So you're doing 2 thumbs in the air, one of them down to the ground, okay? That will be my way of saying, are you listening to me? Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day. You're gonna do great on this test.